Hello, guys, and welcome back to a Tommorow's Automotive Radio Show. Sorry I didn't do the gear change show yesterday, and stuff like that. So I'm sorry I didn't do it. Sorry I didn't do it yesterday. I was going to do it yesterday, then I stopped to think. As I said, I'll start up the whole thing next week. So. But I wanted to give you a vlog tonight. So this is episode 393, I believe. So yeah, I'm gonna try to rest you guys on something so I can talk to you guys in an upright position at least. So, but yeah, hello, and so I've been home for about maybe 3 hours or something, like 2-3 hours. Andrew's party did go through today. It was fairly cold, but not as cold as it was the other night. So we had fun. We got the bowling alley probably at 5:30, and we got the bowling alley probably at 5:30, and I got the bowling alley at 5:03, and then we started playing pool at around, we started playing arcade games at like 5:15, 5:20. Then we played some pool, played that for like 20 minutes. Then we went to go eat, and then we got called to our lanes to bowl. We ate while we ended up playing. It was a pretty fun night. It's nice to see. I got to see Andrew Russo, Brittany Lescarbo, Alex Irwin, and Tim Alsop, all of which, and of course there was me. So there was me, Tim, Andrew. Yeah, so it was me, Tim, Alex, Brittany, and Andrew. So there was 5 of us. Andrew's mom also came along after she did a little shopping. It was nice. We did 2 things of bowling. I actually ended up getting 2 strikes, 2 lucky strikes, 2 actually back to back, which was pretty good. I ended up getting 48 in the first game, and then a 60 in the next game, due to those 2 strikes. It was very, very good, and I enjoyed every moment of it. So, oh, wait a second. I'm thinking it's Sunday. It is Saturday. So, it is Saturday. So I thought it was Sunday, sorry. So yeah, I just wanted to get out of that way. I actually do want to talk about, I do have a gear change show to talk about. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I kind of messed up there and I kind of goofed. But yeah, there is going to be a gear change show. So NASCAR begins this weekend, and tomorrow night is going to be the Clash at the Coliseum, and I'm excited for a new season of racing, and I hope the NASCAR fans you NASCAR fans have been waiting in the wings, have been waiting for the season 2. It's going to be amazing. I heard J.J. Yeley is on the pole for the first heat race. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how they do it. It's going to be a wonderful night. And then we're obviously going to have Daytona, the Daytona duels the next week, the week after, of course. And then we're going to have the Daytona 500. So the Daytona 500, so today's the 5th. We're going to have the Daytona 500 is going to be in 14 days, so in 2 weeks. So we're going to have the Clash. So we're going to have the Clash at the Coliseum. Then we're going to have the duels 1 and 2. On Thursday night, I'm probably not going to be able to watch any of them because I'm probably going to come home later. And then the NASCAR season begins. I think it's going to be a cool season. I think it's pretty cool. Joey Logano is definitely going to have to defend his title. There's also going to be a Garage 56 race car this year that's going to be going to Le Mans in June. That's going to be an interesting one. It's already been testing. For those of you who know it, yes, I'm a big NASCAR fan. I like cars going around in a circle, which most race cars do. They go around on the same track about 1 million times, 200-300 times, depending on the course. I think this year's going to be interesting. I hope we have a different winner this year. We have a new winner this year instead of Logano or somebody else. I hope we have one of these new guys come in. I want to see William Byron win it this year. Might be a long either Chase Elliott or William Byron win it this year. Actually, I want to see Byron win it this year because Larson had a chance to win it last year, but he kind of flopped. And a lot of people will sit there and go, well, Byron isn't that great of a finisher. How is he going to do? Byron does very well. He's been in the playoffs a lot. The Hendrick cars have been in the playoffs. He just needs to have that little bit of luck. And he can't get run off the road and stuff like that. I know it'll be a Chevy team. A Chevy team will definitely win the championship this year. But I don't know about the manufacturers. I'm thinking Ford might actually do the manufacturers championship this year. I might be wrong, but Ford might actually do the manufacturers championship. We'll see. We'll see how it goes out. I want to see whether it's Ford or Chevy. I don't care. It just can't be Toyota that wins it. And given the last couple of years that Toyota drivers have won the championship, but they haven't won the manufacturers championship lately. So, and Chevy and Ford delivered in winning a lot of the races. In fact, I think it was Chevy who had the most wins of any manufacturer. So it'll definitely be interesting to see who wins and who doesn't. I don't think it's, as I said, I hope one of the Chevy teams wins the championship this year. One of the Chevrolet drivers wins the championship this year. But it might be a Ford, but it might be Ford who wins the overall manufacturer's title. Because that's happened in other motorsports. Ford's won. Chevrolet has won the drivers' championship in IMSA, but they haven't won the manufacturer's championship. It's kind of the way how it works. It's going to be an interesting. It's going to be an interesting how that comes together and how that really happens when it all gets said and done. And as I said, as long as Ford or Chevy wins each of the titles, Ford and Chevy winning the manufacturers and the drivers' championship last year was pretty big. Seeing both manufacturers kind of split the manufacturers in the big trophy at the end of the year for the drivers. I just don't want Toyota to do it, and doesn't look like Dodge is really going to come in at all. So that's going to be a bummer. I definitely want a Ford. I definitely want Ford to have an equal footing this year, because last year it felt like Chevy definitely stepped on. Chevy definitely stepped on both manufacturers last year. I mean, they had more wins. I think they had both. I think Chevrolet had more wins than Toyota, than just as many wins as Chevy and Ford and Toyota had combined, which is great and all, and it's great to see Chevy win it and stuff like that. But yeah, I think Chevy might might do it this year and might do it as a Chevy driver might win the Cup, but Ford might win the Manufacturers Championship. I know that seems a little odd. Oh well, shouldn't Chevrolet win the manufacturer, or shouldn't Ford win the Manufacturers Championship if their driver wins the Cup? No, it depends on how many wins you get during the whole season. There's 36 races, and I think Chevrolet got like 18, and I think Ford got 10, so that's 28, and I think Toyota got 28 and 36. So I think Toyota got like 8 wins or something like that. Something really small and not a lot. So as you guys can see, they won more races than they should have. So so they, a lot of people say, oh yeah, Ford should really win this year, and if Ford sweeps both, I won't be super surprised, because I wanted an American manufacturer to win, not Toyota. So whether Ford or Chevy wins it, I don't care. I still want Chevy to put up a fight. Obviously, I don't want them to get blown away, but it'll just depend on what the cars are like and how, what their teams are like. Sometimes in parts in history, Ford's had great teams, and they've blown away Chevrolet, and Chevrolet's had good teams, and they've blown away Ford and Chrysler, Ford, Plymouth, and Dodge. And sometimes Plymouth was great. Plymouth and Dodge were great, and they blew away Ford and Chevrolet back in the 70s and 80s. And then it's been a while since Dodgers won anything, because they pulled out long ago. I think the last time they had a car was during the car of Tommorow. And that was back in like 2007, 2008. So I remember they had one when the Charger came out, but when the new Charger came out, but then they stopped. I'll have to look it up when they did it. So when they last competed in a NASCAR race, but I'm hoping, but it's going to be American man. But hopefully the trend continues that either Ford or Chevy wins the manufacturers, or maybe one will sweep. Maybe Ford will sweep. Maybe Chevrolet. I'm gonna say Corvette. Corvette doesn't even race in NASCAR. But I don't want Toyota to win. I want Toyota to stay at the bottom, because they're spending way too much money on a program they really haven't done much. I forget how many championships they've won since they joined NASCAR back in 07, but I can tell you, it's not as much. It's not as many as Chevy or Ford, because Chevy and Ford have been around a long time. So it's going to be hard to kind of break into that monopoly. So, but yeah, good luck to all the teams good luck to all the teams this year in the NASCAR Stock Car division. So, and is Joey Logano going to defend his title? He may not. We'll see. But good luck to all the teams, and I will report at the end of the Clash of the Coliseum races tomorrow night, and I'll do sort of a recap of what the Bathurst 12-hour is currently running right now, and it's like the last 2 hours. The race is probably going to get done probably at, I don't know. They said they had like 2 hours to go, but I think 2 hours and like 20 minutes to go. But I think the race will be done at like 6 o'clock. I'm probably going to be in bed. Probably going to be in bed snoring by the time they finish. So, yeah, and I'll give you I really haven't been following that race. All I know is that Mercedes and BMW are kind of fighting it out right now. But yeah, guys, I thought I'd give you the gear change show, because I never thought I'd do it. So, the gear change show was just kind of an intro to the NASCAR and my thoughts on what should happen this year. And now that it's NASCAR season, The gear change show on Saturday will probably be Daytona 500 centered, and I'll tell you, and maybe I'll tell you some cheating stories or something like that, or some great stories from the back in the day, Richard Petty, and sort of like that. So I don't really have a simulator that well, actually no, I'm lying. I actually have NASCAR Heat 5, so I actually could do you a lap of Daytona, and I may or may not do a race. So it's not going to be 200 laps because PlayStation won't allow me to do that. At best, it'll probably be 10 laps. I'll qualify. I'll practice and qualify, and I'll do maybe a 10 or 20 lap race, and don't expect me to stay at the front, but I'll try. It's going to be NASCAR Heat 5. I don't have Ignition 21, sorry. I don't want a glitchy game. So I'll show you a lap of Daytona I'll show you a lap of Daytona tomorrow, and I will actually, for the gear change show on Saturday, I'll show you guys a lap of Daytona, and then on Sunday before the race, we'll do you on that Sunday before the race, not of the race, but before. It's either the Saturday or the Sunday. I'll do a lap of the. I'll do a race Friday night. For one of the Friday nights, either Friday night before the race or out, either the Sunday before the race or the Friday before the race. I'll do one. I'll do like a 20 lapper and see if I can come in first or not. Hopefully I can. We'll see. But yeah, this has been the Gear Change Show from Mike Tommorow. Hope you guys enjoyed this. The weekend's not quite over. We still have Sunday, and then I'm off Monday as well. I have a 3-day weekend because I just did. So, and then when I come back Tuesday, I'm gonna hit the ground running, working, and I hear we're gonna do some post inventory push party at the at my job. So it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. It'll be good it'll be some good times. I'm ready, locked and loaded. I'm refreshed. Stuff like that should be fun. So I had a good time tonight, bowling, eating, talking with some old friends, having some fun times. And I will see you guys later. This is Mike Tommorow here for episode 393. Here for episode 22 of the year. I think it's 21 of the year. I can't remember. But I will see you guys tomorrow for another episode. Bye. Good night.